y'all have been probably wondering what this is. This is my art project for my college class, and I thought it'd be a great time to record it since the first DIY went amazing and y'all absolutely loved it. So let's get to the video. Yes, these are very bright colors. I promise y'all I did not buy gray and black. It was just a filter. I bought these. They were like $7 each can. It was a very expensive project, I will say that. Next thing I got was a roll of painter's tape to outline. Then the other thing I got was a freaking $18 pack of paint markers, which was ridiculous. Then the other thing I got was a giant canvas for only like $12, which was amazing on my wallet. So the art piece I'm doing is inspired by Keith Haring. He was really like obsessed with graffiti, so I did my art based on that. For the dude's head, I used a little small paint can, which worked okay until I realized that it was way too small. So instead, I got a bigger can, and I used that instead. After it was done, it was a little wonky, as you can tell. So I got little strips of paint tape, and I just like rounded it on the edges, which worked fine. It didn't bleed or anything. And then I did his body. It was kind of easy outlining, but I can tell you that it was a pain doing it by itself, filling it in. And oh my, don't get me started with this oval, man. I had to use a razor to do it. I accidentally cut my canvas. And then I had to do a heart in the middle, because I decided to do a heart, and it didn't work, so I just got tape on both sides of like a notebook piece of paper, and so it made it thick. I cut my little heart out, and then I cut around it after I placed some tape on the canvas, and it was sturdy enough where it wouldn't cut the heart itself, but it was sturdy enough so I can guide my blade around it. I realized I didn't get to video it, but I did get to video where I did like lines to separate where I'm going to spray paint and stuff. I took the canvas outside and I laid it on a trash can, and then I used this little box to keep it so the colors wouldn't spray. And I started painting, and then I realized that I didn't even give y'all like a close-up of the colors I used. So I used pretty bright colors and like sort of primary colors, but not really. Here's a fast forward of me spraying, painting. I actually had my girlfriend help and also video me, but I had to cut the video short because it showed my tattoos, and I'm going to explain why in a bit. That's her cat in the background, actually. See here, we're going to go with some green. I actually let my girlfriend spray paint, and you can hear her in the background go. As you can tell, this is my first time spray painting, which is fine. It's mine too. I could definitely say that this is a learning experience, how to use spray paint, because I kind of got used to it in the middle of it. But here we got blue, and then it was quite challenging. I'm not even going to lie, trying not to spray it on other sides and not mess everything up. Here's some pink for the Illuminati crew, you know, hot pink. I actually texted her telling her that I got pink for her. So I got my first hate comment. It was a really weak one. I was hoping that my first one would be like, oh man, that would hurt my feelings, but it really wasn't. Any future hate comments, I'm just gonna block you, because there's no point of arguing with someone online because you're too pathetic and unhappy with your own life. I'm just someone that's trying to make videos, and y'all should really focus on your own kids and someone else's. And with that comment, you should really know who sent the person to make the comment. Anyway, that's it. Well, let's get back to the video. So this is the aftermath of the spray painting. And this is the aftermath of my hands, which were totally covered. So after letting it dry for a couple hours, I realized that it did seep through, and I was pissed. So I took it out in the middle of the night. I set it back up, and I went back to work. I never thought it'd be so hard to spray paint in the middle of the night, but oh, is it not? It is terrible. My friend was inside, so I couldn't do any. I didn't have any help, so I had to do it myself. And it was just spraying everywhere, as you can see. And I heard a crack next to me. Mind you, I'm covered in wood. I thought I was going to get eaten by a bear. I did not. Maybe I did. Maybe this is pre-recorded. Y'all never know. Then I took it inside, realized that it was too wet, so I had to smear it out with my fingers. Oh boy, my fingers were raw while washing them because they would not come off at all. But I had peeled the tape off, and it turned out actually pretty nice. I would show you the video, but I was too dumb to not roll down my sleeves and show them all my tattoos. So I can't show you all the video because, again, we have haters that just want to stalk people like some weirdos. I'm not Kim Kardashian. Y'all can back down, please. But I went back on the thing with the $18 markers, okay, on the white, like the parts that bled through. It did not work as well as I thought it would, but it went okay. And the black one was way too thin, so I went to Dollar General. I just bought a thick black one. It worked just as fine. Here's a tiny time lapse of me outlining. And then I'm showing you with the yellow marker what I was going to do with it. Again, like I said, the markers did not work with the white, so it was absolute buns. Wasted $19 or $18 on nothing. So I just went outside, got the spray can, and just touched it up with the circles. I alternated the colors, so it would look kind of artsy, I guess you could say. I don't know. I'm trying to use big girl words. I just don't know what words to use. So I got home and used white paint instead for the white spots. Here's this time lapse of me doing it. Here's the final product. I think it turned out pretty nice. I'm pretty impressed with myself, if I do say so myself. But again, thank you for all the love and support. And I'll see you in the next video.